Hey, Dr. Phil, back at you with today's real story. I like to start with some headlines so you know what we're talking.
Hi, my name is Liddell Bugg. Mastering the strategy of locating distressed properties has allowed for me to own about $35 million worth of real estate currently right now. We're talking about new construction, single-family residences, commercial properties, and apartment complex. You name it, I own it. Now, I know you're asking, what does this got to do with you? I'm glad you actually asked. One of the most common questions that I receive when it comes to real estate investing is that they say, Liddell, what is the best strategy I should use when it comes to executing a good investment strategy in real estate? Should I buy and hold? Should I buy and flip? Or should I do a rental scenario? My answer to that question is, why not do all three? But the good thing about it is the investor that masters the art of locating distressed properties will know exactly how and what strategy is the most wisest in that situation. That's the key to this whole thing. If you wanted to know how successful real estate investors make money with their acquiring real estate and not when they sell it, click on the link below or swipe up and download our free ebook, Distressed Property Investing. The blueprint is in the ebook. Stay blessed, holler at your partner, and download the ebook today.
What's good, baby? It's your boy Dale. I'm back in the saddle again. Our motto is to buy, build. We already bought it already, so we already own it, free and clear. Refinance to long-term debt, cash flow. That is the motto. Cliff, man, is that a pretty strong motto, man? What do you think?
Man, the model is strong. Like, you're getting each piece of the invest, right?
What it do, y'all? It's your partner Dale back in the saddle again for another edition of Real Estate Friday Live. It's going to be your partner today, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. You caught me in the middle of getting everything set up. Had a little bit of a malfunction, but your partner is here, man. I hope you guys are having a good Friday, man. Here we go. And I'm locked in. Here we go, y'all. What's good, baby? It's your partner looking better than you. Take the picture for your mama and them guys and holler at your partner. Now, do me a favor, guys. If you could, share, like, and subscribe, guys. I believe you guys are going to like this topic today that we're talking about real estate, man, because it's dealing with your pocketbook. Real talk. Now, real quickly, guys, here are our topics for today. Simple. Topics for today is simple. Today, DR Horton CEO. He had a dire warning for the market, guys. It was pretty crazy. Number two, Wall Street is buying up entire neighborhoods, and these are empty homes because builders can't sell them. Ooh-wee. Boy, I tell you what. Number three, could crypto open up lending for real estate? Oh man, I know you, Cliff, and I have been talking about this crypto thing for a bit now, guys. Could this be the play that is needed to be able to open things up? And then lastly, guys, because of what's going on in the market when it comes to there's it's more of a buyer's market right now, which means that there's a lot of inventory out there, but it's not being sold because the cost of capital is too high. That creates a scenario for you to acquire distressed properties. So we're going to talk about distressed property investment. This is going to be one of them good ones, guys. All right, let's get in this thing real quickly, guys. All right, so let's dive into the first topic, man. DR Horton's CEO, man, he had a dire type of warning what's going on. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with the feed, guys. It looks kind of fuzzy, but forgive me, guys. It's not me. It's the internet. Is what it is. But let's dive into this thing real quickly, guys. Yo, DR Horton came in, guys, the CEO. Now, DR Horton is the largest home builder, I believe, in America. He came in and gave really a dire warning when it came to the real estate market. Okay, this is coming from the nation's number one builder. All right, we're gonna bring our guys in from Reventure App, guys, to dive into this real quickly, guys, to really dive in and see what's going on and see what this CEO actually sees that we do not see. Let's dive into that. Here we go. Let's get it.
America's largest home
Hold on
builder.
1 second. Golly, boy, I tell you what. 1 second here, guys. I got you. Hold on. Come on. This thing's moving so slow. Forgive me, guys. I am not prepared for that, but I got you. Give me 1 second here and just going to move slow on you. Yes, you are. Yeah, you are. There we go. And we are set. Let's get it in. Boom.
They just launched a massive recession warning volley towards the U.S. economy. DR Horton, they're reporting a massive collapse in sales, and they're cutting their 2025 revenue forecast on weak demand for homes. Now, this is a huge deal, everyone, because DR Horton is the #1 home builder in America. They deliver over 80,000 homes a year, and they're telling you that the market is weakening. And I think this is yet another signal of how home prices will drop in America in 2025. We're going to see continued declines in values in about half the country as the year goes on. In fact, you can already see these declines occurring in the states in blue on this map from Reventure app. These are the areas where month-over-month price growth is now in contraction. And the fundamental issue here, everyone, is two principal things. Number one is that home buyers are still boycotting the housing market. They cannot afford homes. Prices are still really, really expensive. And more.
Now, why can't they afford homes, guys? It's as simple. It's the interest rate, guys. People manufactured pay raises by borrowing more credit card debt, right? So therefore, they added another liability to their home balance sheet, right? So the debt to income ratio goes up now. So it's more difficult for them to afford that monthly payment because a lot of them are graduating from a 2 or 3% interest rate up to a 5 or 6% interest rate. That's a pretty huge jump up, right? And those new home buyers that are coming from a rental scenario into a home buying scenario, they have the exact same problem, the interest rate. This is the reason why President Trump and Fed Chairman Powell are at odds. Trump wants the Fed chairman to lower the interest rates, and the Fed chairman says no, he will not do that at all because he's not as confident as in the market as Trump may be right now. So they're kind of at odds of what is going on. I actually agree with the Fed chairman concerning not cutting the rates because, again, I say it all the time, in the last 5 years, both President Trump and President Biden, they have printed 40% of our nation's entire printing supply in our history. 40%. It's probably even higher than that. So I kind of agree with the Fed Chairman Powell. He's saying that, there's a lot of fake cash in the system. We got to get that out first. So I kind of agree with him. Let's get it in.
Mortgage rates are still near 7%. So the demand is still down, but the demand is down now while the inventory and supply is skyrocketing. And that's a combination that is now starting to resemble what we saw in 2006, 2007, right before that last housing downturn. In particular, folks, I want to walk you through what's going on with DR Horton and what they just reported, because it's a huge deal and you need to understand the data behind it. So they're saying that we had lower revenue this year. They're forecasting lower revenue in the future, but the real reason why is sales orders. Their sales order volume has plummeted over the last year by 15%. So they had 15% fewer sales orders in the first quarter of 2025 compared to the first quarter of 2024. But this was especially true in two regions, the Southeast and the Southwest, where sales declined by 20 to 25% year over year. And a 20 to 25% decline in sales is huge. That is absolutely massive and is telling you that there's something going on in this market. And I know a lot of people out there are still resistant to the idea that there's a housing downturn. You know, I talk to people here in Florida. I look at people in the comments section on YouTube and Instagram, and a lot of people still say, hey, Nick, there's no housing downturn. Prices are still expensive. And they think that values are going to keep going up in the future. But the more that we see these reports from companies like DR Horton, and the more that we see the data come in showing declining values, the more you can feel confident as a home buyer and investor that things are going to continue to get cheaper and more affordable for you as the year goes on. And I just want to spend some time on this map, which measures home price declines month over month from February to March. So this is data from Zillow, available on Reventure app, which shows the seasonally adjusted change in values from February to March 2025. And if your state's in blue, that means values dropped. And what's alarming here, everyone, is that values dropped in about half the states in the US. In total, it was 24 states where values declined. You can see Colorado had the biggest monthly decline. I've been ringing the alarm bell on Colorado now for the last month or two. We're now starting to see the values drop. Interestingly, California had the second largest decline month over month. Then we had Florida at number 3. So Colorado, California, and Florida, these are 3 markets where prices dropped the most monthly, 0.44%, which
Forgive me, guys. I don't know what's going on with the connection, but I am on all my platforms, and the picture looks very grainy. I don't know why. I don't know if this is a network issue when it comes to the platforms. It is on every single platform, so I don't know. I don't know if it's coming from me at all. I have no clue. So here's what I'm going to do, guys, because I pride myself in giving you guys good quality content. What I'm going to do, if you give me patience, I'm going to start this whole thing over because I want to make sure that you guys are getting the right information because it's not looking good. So on all my platforms, I know I don't do this at all because of the fact that it is. I don't like doing this, but I want to make sure that the connection is right because this is good information for you guys, and you depend on me to give you the proper information. So give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna start the live stream over. I want to make sure that the connection is great so you guys can hear it clearly and there's no stopping and starting. Again, thank you for your patience. I'll be back in about 5